Broadcast live.
What's up, B?
You're nice.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. You know, you currently the DMC. DMC.
The hardest.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah.
Alright then.
That's the energy right now.
That's the energy right now.
That's
You're currently the hardest MC.
That's what we're pushing.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Thanks for coming through, man. You know, I'm blessed, you know, to be with the hardest right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know, firstly, congratulations, B.
Thank you so much.
For me, just with regards to the project, you know, we're gonna really get into the project. I need you to teach me some things.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna get into all the teaching stuff, you know. But firstly, man, I mean, this is incredible. Just with regards to hip hop, just generally. I know people do this, and I'm gonna say it, you know, people do this Dagger baby style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's cool, you know, it's cool, but like it's just about, even when you do it, like, who does it sound natural and honest with? You know what I mean?
I get you.
And I can see that those are the styles that influence you, you know?
Definitely.
But the powerful thing about you is that you tell your story. And it's
sure.
clear.
For sure.
And it's melodic, and it's musical, and it's lyrical. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So firstly, man, just tell me, to get to this point, how much practice did it get for you to be the hardest right now? How much practice did it take to be the hardest?
This is years in the making, dog. Years of figuring out how I'm gonna do it. Years of figuring out what's the easiest way to like come up with the best stuff to like put out, you know what I mean? Because like I've been rapping since before high school, even just rapping. I've been writing from high school, like, you know, poetic pieces and stuff like that. And I've been listening to like different stuff, different melodies, different neo soul type things, you know, a lot of house music. So I feel like all of that like put together, it's like it's an array of like different things. I wasn't really into rap, you know what I mean? I wasn't listening to like Tupac and Big and all that like that, even Lil Wayne and all that, not even. So I think that helped me like create like my own sound. And then like as time went by, I was just like, nah, I need to perfect this thing. You know what I mean? I need to work at it and make sure when people hear it, they hear it, no, this thing it's not regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When you say you weren't listening, obviously, Abu Pak, I don't expect you to be listening to them because you're probably like a sperm, you know? But like when you talk about like Wayne, then what were you listening to?
Like in terms of hip hop, I was listening to Migos a lot of Thugger, but like the thing I'm trying to explain is like I wasn't really listening to like boom bap stuff. Like even like in my time, maybe Joey Badass was one of those people doing that. Action Bronson, maybe, you know what I mean? Just on the side, but then like it was more trap for me. Yeah, that's the type of stuff I was listening to.
Tell me about Mama It's Bad, you know, first joined on the project. Mama It's Bad, By My Side. You gotta, because you know, I'm a hip hop student, right?
Sure.
So like, you're not really a rapper if you don't listen to someone and then you try see if you can do it. You know?
Yeah.
So I've been having these challenges of trying to do the shit that you do. I even wrote it down. I even wrote rhymes down so you can teach me this shit, you know?
Yeah, cool.
So you go, and correct me when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Mama is bad by my side. This nigga said some shit, now we bad, got a slide. Don't even know what to grab. It's man, all I pray is that. Yo, get me in game, bro. Get me in the game. I mean, this like
you got the lyrics, or you wrote them down yourself?
No, I wrote the lyrics myself.
Oh, cool. That's on point. That's perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of people when they listen, they're like, I didn't even hear what you said, but it's the one. So it's dope to see.
What is the one?
I know, I felt that, but
them
I
niggas
didn't
catch
know.
them
I'm not
niggas
sure what
is
she
the
said.
hype.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You tell the story. But listen, I mean, I really like. So I listened to it 3 times, you know, and then this it just hit me, and then yo, you know, mama is bad by my side. These niggas said some shit, now we mad, got a slide. Yeah. Don't even know what to grab. Is my knife. Yo,
yeah.
So just.
So you want me to
yeah.
So it goes. Oh, mama is bad by my side. These niggas and such, you know we mad, gotta slide. Don't even know what to go grab. Where's my knife? All I pray is that at the end I have my life. So lost, I don't know where to find me.
Many times
They keep on piling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Those melodies, bro. Oh.
Yeah, I've been, it's years in the making, just trying to come up with something solid, you know what I mean? And every time I get in the studio and try to, come up with these things, sometimes I feel like, what can I do today? Nah, like I've done so much, like what's the new melody, what's the new wave? And then like I always like surprise myself and I'm like, yeah, I know. This is how it's supposed to be done. Like for me personally, this is what I want to hear and this is what I'm putting out. And I hope people like see it that way too.
But your opening though is just heartfelt. There's this anger, there's this betrayal, there's this disillusion. It's almost like you've been hiding this badness. Where was your heart though for you to call out for Mama? The craziest shit is that I can't use that analogy. Okay, that analogy is wrong. It'll get me into trouble. The craziest shit is that like when people are in trouble, whether their mothers are alive or not, they literally go, Mama yo, Mama yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is a new cry through songs, right? So what was so bad at the time for you to be like, to grab your knife, and the problems keep piling. It was so bad.
Yeah, so like when I came to Jersey, like being Luma and like the whole family could see this is what I'm trying to do. And I didn't want them to like worry too much, you know what I mean? So even when I got here, I wasn't really hitting her up like that. Like even for like financial things, I was like, nah, I'm gonna figure it out myself. I don't want them to worry because when I left, I was like, nah, this is what I want to do. And if they don't believe in it, then I'm gonna work towards them like seeing what's in. Nah, this is the real deal. So when a lot of things happened, like I came here with a friend and then he had to leave. I didn't have a place to stay for a while. It was getting tough, like financially also, you know what I mean? So when I finally got time to like sit in the studio and just like, talk my shit and just be like, okay, this is what I want to put out. Like the first thing that was in my mind is like, let me just explain the situation to Ma so that she knows what's going on. Even though like it's not a song that I'd make her listen to.
Yeah, of course you don't want it to go. You want your mother to know you go knife somebody.
It's not something that I'd make her listen to. There are songs that she listens to, but that's not one of them. But it's just for me, like for closure, to be like, if I had to talk to Ma right now through Ingoma, like it would probably sound like that. You know what I mean? Then the whole thing about like just grabbing, a weapon or whatever, that was just like off. It gets tough when you trust people and then like it doesn't go as planned like in the future. But at the same time, it's like I understood it because no one really knows me. Like when I got here to Georgia, it's like now everyone's a stranger. I'm also a stranger to whoever I'm gonna be coming here to. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a tough time at that time.
You got that and you say this is not a song where you'd make your mother like listen to because we are Kala.
Yeah.
So our phone mama kabona Kala put at the same time.
Definitely.
Right? So in a way, like you were really crying, but you don't want her to hear that cry because that cry is gonna be like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like even the first time I came, like maybe it shows you I pulled up maybe twice and like things didn't work out those 2 times. Like when I came here in July last year, that like things started picking up and I was like, okay, now I can actually stay. Like the first few times that I left and came back, and she was like, hey, this music thing, maybe it's not the one, you know what I mean? So when I finally figured out like a little formula, I was like, nah, like for real this time, nah, this is how it's gonna be. So yeah, that's also another reason why I couldn't be like, ma, engage. I don't know what to do. I feel like I owe him something. I feel like, there's my responsibility for him to be here. Imagine me, I say, and I'm staying. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he's going to feel. Even though, like, in person, he's going to tell me, nah, it's fine, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. I'm going to go back. You just work. But at the same time, like, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, dog.
That feeling, though, and like, that for me, that's like being at the bottom of the bottoms, right? It's that feeling of like, of knowing that, like, listen, I just can't cry to anybody right now, you know, and even the person I want to cry to, I don't want that person to see me cry. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like it's that kind of conflicted thing. Uguti, okay, let me put it in this thing where it's gonna be a song and everybody in the studio gonna be like, "Grr." But in the meantime, you're like,
yeah, for sure.
Now, you know, then you kind of get back in the game. Where do you meet up with Flame? You know, how do you meet up with Flame? How does that happen?
There are like
Clearly, he's not the guy you wanted a knife.
No, not even. There was a few people that hit me up like before I even thought about coming to Josie. I'm forgetting this guy's name now. Okay, but there was someone that hit me up before. Doug. VG was one of the people that hit me up before I came here.
DJ VG.
Yeah. VG. Dog, what's that guy's name, Doug? Okay, whatever. But Flame was also one of those people. Like when I got here, it's like, oh, now your stuff is lit. We should work on something. And it didn't really work out because the whole idea was like we have to link up in the studio and then do something. But then I posted a snippet of Stripes. Like that's what I do. Like back then when something was hot and I just recorded it. Like I just put the snippet on my phone, make a small video, and post it on Instagram same time and see what people think before I even carry on with it. Sometimes it'll even be just a verse without like the hook or anything and just see what people think about it and then be like, okay, now I can continue with the song. So I did that and people liked it. So then I finished the song and then maybe the day after I posted a snippet, Flame comments and it's like, yo, this is lit. Let's do something. So then I took out the second verse from the song and then I sent it to him. And then he did it maybe in like 2 days maybe. And then he sent it back and that was the song. And I kept it for a while, and then I told Nandi, my manager, okay, this is the song that I'm trying to like break out with, this song with Flame. Let's just see what it can do. Let's put it out the right way, you know what I'm saying? Do like the correct rollout. And I hadn't met Flame yet. So we did all that, the song went crazy, and then the only time I met Flame was when we did the video for Stripes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you couldn't record because obviously when people want you to come to the studio, you think they think there's a light nigga that calls himself Blxckie and they'll be disappointed. So why ain't you going to the studio when niggas invite you?
What you mean when I was here?
Yeah, I'm just saying, because you said the first time y'all tried working, y'all couldn't get in the studio.
Oh, yeah. The first few times I came here was just for shows and stuff like that. But then, like after those type of shows, like Yuang and Sally were the people that would be like, yo, where are you going? I'm sure you don't have a place to go. Let's just go back to the crib or whatever. So I used to be at Yuang's place. There wasn't a studio, but at Sally's place there was. But I was at Yuang's place most of the time. So when he has to go to the studio, I'd go with him. So then I just chill there, and then if he wants me to like add a verse, I'd put a verse or whatever. But it wasn't like my own things, you know. So when I came here for the third time, like the most recent time, I was at Sally's place most of the time, and then that's when the lockdown hit while I was here, and it forced me to like be in that space for like a long time, just creating my own things and, you know, just having a place where I can just like make music.
So let's go back, you know, it's cold as fuck, she took off her clothes, got her back.
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't think that's what I said.
I don't know. It's cold as fuck. She took off all her clothes. Got her back to the hood. Got to go back to the hood. All the sources back home. AC cold as fuck. She took off all her clothes.
AC cold as fuck, but she took off
all her clothes.
Yeah.
So you were freaked. Like you're like.
No, not me. Not me.
You know, before you had a home.
I got an AC in the room.
Alright. Oh, so she took off her clothes.
Yeah.
Gotta go back to the hood. All the sources back home. What's missing besides the ocean in Joburg? Okay, now you're here. You've been here for 6 months. Besides the ocean, what's the one thing that's missing? And curries.
Just like the source, man. The source to me is like just the space you're in, the environment. Like Ekaya and Durban, like a lot of my friends are there. And like when we're together, that's when I come up with like the dopest ideas. Like if you had to listen to the stuff I was recording and dropping when I was in Durban, like it's crazy stuff that I used to do with my friends. In Josie, it's more like I'm in my head a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's just more like, it's like I have to think back to Durban and be like, okay, this is where the source is, and I have to bring it here and like show people this is what the real deal is. You know what I mean? So that's what that line is about. Like all the time I go to Durban, that's like part of the reason I'm there, just to like feel the vibes and be like, oh yeah, this is Sekai, like this is the vibe, this is the way it is. And when I go back to Jersey, it's like I come back with like a fresh energy. I'm like, let's do it again. Let's kill these niggas one more time.
Is Jersey like an office? Like it's like
Definitely.
It's like you always when you're here, you have to be suited up.
I'm
you have to make sure that the earrings are really there. You know, the chains. You know, you ain't going. You can be fake gold in Durban, the fake, but here you gotta be like.
Nah, I gotta be for sure. I gotta be precise. I don't even walk out the house like a lot. I'm just in the house working. Just go to whatever. Shoot, interview, come back to the house, show, whatever, come back to the house. Like, I think it's because like I don't really have like a bangani that I can just go to and chill outside or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's where Durban helps a lot, because I can just walk outside, chilling on my RT, you know what I'm saying, talk whatever we're talking, talk about the progress, the growth and whatever. And yeah, it's just dope to go home and like bring the source back.
But like I guess like obviously at Joburg, like even when you're chilling, I'm sure I'm out in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody here is out here.
Exactly.
Trying to be like Blxckie or be a Blxckie or beat Blxckie. Those are the three things that are happening right now in your life. Yeah,
sure,
you're either trying to be like Blxckie, beat Blxckie,
or join it.
Or join.
Yeah, I gotta join the movement.
How quick did that happen? That like, you know, I saw you on your post. You like, I feel like a star, you know, like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
When did you start seeing the light? Like, okay, yeah, now I can really get them gold reels.
Now I saw it like really early. Like even when I was in Durban, like in 2019 or whatever, I was posting a good see. Guys, man, I'm gonna blow up in June. Hey, I don't know what's the plan. I'm gonna blow up in June this year, and it's gonna be crazy. And I mean, it didn't happen like that, but like, you know, in terms of like growth and whatever, there was like a little bit of things happening. So when I got here, like I already had that in my mind. You could see, nah, this thing is gonna happen. Like whether I like it or not, whether I push for it or not, it's gonna happen like naturally. You know what I mean? But the switch happened when people started reacting to Big Time Slapper, and they were like, no, this thing it's not right. Something's going on.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, dog. This Blxckie guy's coming with a different thing, and Lucas also coming with a whole different vibe. The song has no hook, and they're just going crazy the whole time. So like they realized there's like a shift, and there's like a new source that's coming about. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was dope to see, and then that's when I was like, I know, it's time now. Even when we performed it, like people didn't know it, but they were like, oh no, this is crazy. So yeah,
you know, you do this thing, and like this is the thing about like being creative. When people write books, right? Before they write a book, they literally like write random shit on social, and they see what people come into, and then this is like how you are told to write books today. And whatever people say, they literally like go, okay, people want to hear this and want to hear that.
Oh yeah.
What's interesting about how you say that you plug out your music and you'd see whether people like it. If they like it, you continue. If you don't, that's actually like research. You know, that's like incredible, because that's how like some of the best writers or books that have sold the most have actually been tested in the market. The writers on social media always writing ideas and seeing what people resonate with. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I didn't know that.
Well, without you knowing that was one hell. That like is like research and insight. So when you drop, people also feel like, oh, we are part of it.
Yeah.
You know, we chose it with them. You
Definitely.
know, and the one that's whack, you know, that doesn't get the likes, you kind of go,
Yeah, we'll see about it later.
Yeah.
Try to switch it up. That's why I even go live a lot. Like I go live, and sometimes I even do songs on the live, like from scratch. And sometimes I even like tell them like, yo, just say a few lines there, let me see what you guys are thinking about. And then, you know what I'm saying, I put it in the song. So yeah, that's dope to know. I didn't know that was part of it, but I just felt like I have to connect with the fans more.
Yeah.
And I felt like if they hear what I'm working on, like they feel like I know we're with him, like we're with him in the long run. So yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, they're constructing with you. This one I've been practicing a lot though.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. Let me just check it. Just do it. Don't laugh at me. Shit. Okay. Not a nigga you can play with. Keep a stone on me like David.
Yeah.
I could tell you how my day went. I woke up and got the cake. Yeah.
Money talk.
Money talk, baby.
Yes.
Wait. I just lost that. Not a nigga you can play with. Keep a stone on me like David.
Yes.
I could tell you how my day went. I woke up and got the cake. Yeah. Money talk.
Yeah, I think that's that last line before the money talk. It gets you.
It throws me, yeah. I I really just want to be in studio when you're doing this shit, but I can't because it's done. So I'm just gonna ask for it.
I feel like I have lives where I've been recording stuff, and I'll probably show you. So it goes. Not a nigga you can play with. Keep a stone on me like David. Yeah, I can tell you how my day went. I woke up and got to the cake. Yes, money talk, favorite conversation. Do a lot, I don't really say shit. I saw y'all hopped out of station. Niggas by trying to do the Oh, we going? Niggas by trying to do the same shit. I don't mind. I know niggas cry to get to the top just to get their name out there. I just made some sacrifices that I know they won't make, so it's not fair. Not a nigga you can play with. Keep a stone on me like David.
You know why I want you to do this? It's because a lot of people are like Maruti. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, when you really hit me, it's when like I was like, oh, is that what he's saying? And like he's like in pocket like that. You know what I mean? Ah man, you know
I
what
feel
I
like
mean?
that thing's important, yeah. Like to have the melodies and to have like the flow and stuff like that, but also when people really listen, like David is like one of those songs where I'm like, people don't understand like how crazy like the song is.
Yeah.
Like even in terms of like the backings and like the beats. And
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's a crazy song. Like I try to tell people like, dog, you don't understand. Maybe you have to listen to it like 10 times. Maybe I have to play it for you without the main vocal, play it just the backings and just so you can see good tonight. It's a multi-layered, like very crazy song.
You need a choir to perform. That's
You know
like
what I mean?
you need like
an orchestra. I need a lot.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's a crazy song.
That for me, that's incredible. Like it's digging from another place, though. You know. So are you singing all the melodies there?
Yeah, I do all the backings there, everything. I do all of that. One man.
It is blind. Hey, mama is bad. Mama is bad.
One man. But I've been wanting to make a sound that's like very, I don't know, spiritual, very choir-like, very gospel-like almost, but like have that same knock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's dope to find a producer like Hulo, like with ambience that's like, you know what I mean? The knocks are there, the kick is knocking, the snare is crazy, but like the tempo and just like the bounce is very, you know, chill and very like, you know, snap your fingers type of vibe. So yeah, it was dope to finally come up with a song like that.
It's incredible, and like with regards to when you like, you know, you mix a lot of vernacular in like here and there.
For sure.
isiZulu yasikhuluma mawusifaka uyasifaka, you know. It's like, okay, I can't question that Zulu, you know. I mean, how important is it just to integrate that like right now? Because I think in everything that you're doing, with the flows that you're doing, immediately when you put the Zulu in it, you accelerate when you level. You just uyisa kwenye indawo, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, this all goes back to like Integrin and like the group I was starting with, the Cloud Internet Boys. Like, we figured out to go to like, I want to buy standard, especially in Durban. Like, if you're gonna put it in the right places, like maybe in your captions or maybe just like Mokolo Manje in general, like if you're gonna put it like in a swaggy way, like people understand it and be like, oh, that's dope that you put it there. I don't normally hear isiZulu in that sort of space.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
And that's what makes it special, because no one hears it like in that space of this type of music.
Yeah,
because
sure. Yeah, and Taga, like some of the lines, you're like, he's definitely speaking Zulu in this line. I've seen a lot of memes like that. So it's like, it would be dope to actually
speak
Zulu, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what it's about, just like surprising people. And when they hear it, they're like, it's crazy how we just added that there. And then you just go back to, you know, English and like flowing like the same way you're flowing the first time.
Do you write like boom, or are you a person who kind of comes in, thinks of a line, rest it out, you know? How do you get into it, you know? And I'm talking about particularly because even in gas, you know, I came with the gas, lady. I'm in love with the ass and titties. I'm at the fashion shit. Give it away. I'm fucking up. Yo, the album is dope. I'm fucking it up. I'm literally like, it's like, you know, you gonna be like this nigga. If your album doesn't pop, you gonna be like, it's because that nigga kept on saying his lines and he fucked it up.
Yeah. But then it hasn't been a while since you've been listening to it. It's just a bit.
Yeah. You know, I will remember everything.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
But I heard everything, you know?
Yeah. Gas is also crazy, man. Are we doing that thing again?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, people gotta know that you're saying shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, let's go. It goes, Okay, came with the gas, I'm litty, in love with the money and ass and titties. Yeah, I'm with the fashion shit, I'ma give it away if the swag and fitting. I'm going way up and it's past the limit. I came with the heat and I'm on, I kill it. Yeah, up to the bank like they told me a joke. Get to the trap, make it jump like a toad.
Tell me about the swag and what you got.
Yeah.
What is this swag with Tosha? Because Josie or isn't we as a case then?
Nah, it's all for Josie got the swaggy yo at some point, yo. I met up with Letabo, Burberry. Yeah. He's crazy with it. He's the first person I linked up with through Durban guys, actually, Refuse Boys.
Yeah.
So they make their own clothing. They also lit and they were like, yo, when you're in Josie, just link up with this guy. He'll give you like the best stuff to like dress in. So yeah, so the line is like, what? I'm with the fashion shit, I'ma give it away if the swag and fit in. So like, if it doesn't fit me, then just give it to baby or something. That's what that line's about.
So the gold, the earrings, did you come like this? Did you find this in Durban, or is this like, I mean, it go at Durban, yeah, out there with the gold. Yeah, only just got it out here. I just got one here, you know what I mean?
Nah, this is like part of the image that like I've grown into, you know what I mean? I've always wanted grills, but I didn't want no normal grills, so I got the green ones. Earrings, I've always wanted earrings, but it took a while for me. Like, I only got earrings last year in December.
For a person who wasn't into this rap shit, you know, you changed real fast. You learned real fast.
Yeah, so, like, I've been in, like, the culture, like, the hip-hop culture, that's why some people, when they, like, ask me, like, why, like, you're a hip-hop bro, but you also do, like, R&B and stuff. I've seen you try, like, piano and all that. So, like, what's the vibe with that? I'm like, dog, it's just, I don't know, I've never seen hip-hop as, like a one-track thing. It's, like, more of, like, a culture and just, like, the way you dress and whatever. And I always explain it, like, as an example, like, the piano bros in their videos, that's basically, like, a hip-hop video. You can put a hip-hop track over a piano video, it's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Take down the volume.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? So I've just grown into you know, this.
Siga Lekeke, you know.
Yeah.
That was that took me back to the Ishmael Robaliteka shit. You know what I mean? And it was nice to hear that, because it just like, even though you even like kind of use the number piano beat on that, like mid-tempo piano there, you know what I mean?
And to keep it
you know what
concise.
I mean? It's dope, you know. I mean, like, what are some of the biggest, say, kwaito joints that like have touched you, or like house joints that have touched you?
There's this one song, I forgot the DJ and the singer, but the song is like, maybe I love you, got it, more than you'll ever know, and if you ever knew, no, it probably wouldn't come as close. I hope it's Tandolak, you know the Tandolak?
Tandolak.
Oh, Tandolak. I forgot the DJ and the singer. It was that song. A lot of old school stuff. Bring on the Night was a nice one. La Mezga was also the nice one. Like the one that they sampled for Banyana. Yeah. What's the other one I've been listening to recently? I Got Somebody New. No, you know that one? Somebody new.
You ain't giving me that. You ain't giving me that. You ain't giving me that.
I feel like I'm more old school. Do you know it? Yeah.
You feel like you were old
At
school.
least still,
When you're
at
about to
least-
say, I feel like my old school than an old nigga. You about to say that.
Yeah, but as I said, like I
Maybe
grew
you're
up,
just singing bad because it's not your song.
I'm singing it right. She knows. She knows I'm doing it right. But yeah, like when I grew up, I was listening to a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like Black Coffee also, like the Africa Rising album was also lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of the things I was listening to in terms of like quiet in the house.
What does hot mean?
Hot. What does it mean? I don't know. I think I just took the word hot out of the song. It wasn't really that deep, but it's just like it's a left word to take out of the song because I don't really say hot like a lot in the song. But like I was like hot is like, you know, it relates to like Emakaya and stuff like that. They like go around and stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking.
How's
when I
that
named
connected to the song?
It's just that line, like, so how does it go? Came out the streets, cold, late night snow, ski. Hey, baby girl, ain't no snack at all, more like a core. What's the hot line?
Well, let me see. You say, I want all the...
Oh yeah, I say, went to the farm to get me some medicine, still got a trap out the hut.
Oh.
So like, a lot of times, like on the internet, when I go back to Durban, I tell them it's anxiety again, man, say like the motor like, all of a sudden that's what I'm going to do. And like every time I go to like in my car, especially like right now, like Uma like moved to a place in Pinetown. It's called Ntege, and it's like a rural area that she wanted to like move out to and just like be more, you know, comfortable in her like own space with the Baba. So yeah, when I go there, I just feel like yo, when I get back. So that's what the line is about. Like, went to the farm to give me some medicine like umuti.
Yeah.
And then still got the trap. Like even when I'm in the farm, like I still think about like Ingomazam, like what type of song I'm gonna make when I get to Josie. So still got the trap. I trap out the hut. There's hot stair kai, and that's what it's about. That's what the title is about, basically.
That's a rare image, turning a hut to a trap house.
Yeah.
Trap hut.
Exactly.
That's fucking dope.
Exactly.
That's fucking dope. What does boo boo? What does it mean when everything is boo boo?
Everything is bull.
Bull.
So bull is just cool with a B.
Alright.
You know,
okay,
it's like
okay.
it's from the slime language, Young Thug, and the YSL, you know, type of vibe. Yeah, so when things are bull, when everything is bull, it means everything is cool, everything is chilled out.
Yeah.
You bulling.
Niggas want beef, I can go wild, I got a screw loose, I don't want to stress, I'm alright, everything boo. Now, what is the one thing that like triggers Blxckie? What's the one thing that like, you know what? The one thing that wants to pull out the knife, you know? What's the one thing that triggers you?
I mean, there's a lot of, like, in real life, it's just like...
In real life?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about maybe musically, maybe.
Nah, in real life.
In real life, it's just like, hey, if it's a manga, I don't like a manga, like, even the slightest bit of it. Sometimes, like, people don't even need to, I don't know, like, they just feel like, man, manga, you're gonna look at me, like, as a better person, like, but it's like, what if I find out that was a lie? Then it's like, what is the point? You could have just, like, told the truth from the beginning.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like lies. I don't like people that break like promises and stuff like that. Like basically just like being trustworthy and being loyal is like very important to me. So like when people like break that little code, it's like, nah, like, I don't like that.
I want to understand how old you are. How old are you, by the way?
21.
So I just want to understand which stage of your life are you in. Are you in the stage where when somebody does something, you're ready to get physical and fuck them up? Or you're at a stage where you kind of go, okay, I'll send people to fuck you up? Or you're at a stage where you kind of go, I know some Mntase. Or you're at a stage where you go, no some lawyer. Which part of are you in your age right now? Because it's going to be interesting what happens on the road, right? If something happens with Blxckie and some. So I just want to warn people who want to test you. What can they expect? You know what I mean?
Nah, but I've always been chilled. I can't even remember the last time I had a fight. I can't remember the last time I had like a heated argument with someone. I've always been really chilled about like everything. And just, you know, make that person feel bad for whatever they did, like with the silence, and just be like, hey, It's okay, dog. Carry on with what you're doing, and I'll do what I'm doing. I've never been one to like go and be like, so why? So why? Nah, I'm just like, it's fine, dog. Do what you're doing. I'm cool. I'll deal with it my way. Nah, that was Mntase a little bit right. Yeah, get it inside.
No, I hear you, and I mean, Mntase.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
You can't be with the mess.
Never ever.
Get away from the nonsense. The nonsense is the guys who are fighting because they see that it's not working. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So for you, it's gonna work. Don't be caught up in them niggas where it's not working, so they're fighting with everybody for their careers, failures, and things that are not happening. So you wanna fuck shit up. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be a superstar. So just leave them, whatever you gotta do. You know what I mean? One of the two, you know? Right, I don't know whether we could talk about this. You said there's a deluxe version coming out, right? Of the album. Because we've seen you in studio with Fowls, we've seen you in studio with Vic, we've seen you in studio with Vocalistic. Where's that? Is that deluxe material, or is that like we're already working on album number 2 for 2022?
Yeah. I mean, dog, there's so many songs, like if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Like there's so many songs and there's so many projects that we can put together. The features and stuff, most of it, like me, like if there's more than like me and another person on the song, I normally like try to, you know, take away the responsibility from me. Can't be give it to like a DJ. Same thing with Mntase. Some songs with folk and stuff like that, it's like now you can, you know, give it to someone like a DJ and then, you know, saying they can run it like that. But
so those are your songs at most times?
Well, it's someone like they send the stuff and then they're like, yo, you know what I mean? Just jump on this here real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've never been one to like send out a song and then like not have it to myself.
Yeah.
So that's the deal with like the other songs. Like when people like that, like Hulo, like Vic and Oxlade and stuff, when they come to the studio and do a song, it's like, oh yeah, that's lit. It's like a milestone. It's like, oh, I have to like keep this and make sure when I drop it, like it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's incredible for you.
So it's just up to me. You can see how I'm gonna do it. Like saying, put it in a project or like release it as a single. But yeah.
I love Hold, man. You know, I listened to Hold twice. You know, I played it once, right? And then I played it the second time. I was like, nah, this nigga's on some R&B shit. Yeah. It's like some panty dropper shit. You know what I mean? Some shit that girls at a stadium with their phones,
flashes,
and just going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are the heartbreaks that you've gone through on your journey to here? How many girls have broken your heart and now they want to mend it?
I think only 2 for now.
So growing up this lad and 2 girls broke your heart.
It's 2 that I'm like, I know you shouldn't have done that. But I don't know, like with the come up and like the growth and everything, it's like very hard to leave someone, but you're both on the same like mindset. It's like, hey, I know that like on her side, she knows good to know there's a lot going on and there's not enough time and attention to give. And even though like in the beginning, like they could say, you could say, yeah, I know that you're rapping, things are gonna be like this, but then when it gets like that, it's like, so now why are you mad, you know what I mean?
So you're saying for every 2 hearts that have been broken, your hearts, you breaking another 200 hearts. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a mutual decision. Like we say, nah, let's just relax a bit, and then you know, yeah, it's tough. That's why you can't really be in a serious relationship. I try though, you know. I'm not a.
Look, I mean, Nasty's doing it. You know?
But it's hard.
Yeah.
If I had to ask him now, it'd be like, hey, dog, it's a tough one. But, you know, you have to go through it. If you really love someone, care about them, you do whatever it takes.
Do you feel that, like, I mean, one of the reasons, I guess, you know, does it get to a point where it distracts what you really want to do, especially when you're dealing with the heartbreaks? I mean, a 21-year-old rapper trying to break it, you know, like everyone is like, you leave Durban, they're like, I don't like yours. You know, you get to Joburg and they're like, you know, they're like, who is he? You know, I mean, how was it like just literally like creating a network, because Joburg is clicky also. You know, so how do you break the cliques and literally like be accepted? Because it's clicky with the girls, with the guys, with the music. You know what I mean? So like, you know, you're skidding through the thin ice of finding yourself. How was it, and how has it been just like going through all that in Joburg? Because I even see your boys that you came with. Nonke like nganezwa ukuthi ngibuye KZN nonke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I live in like a very safe space. Like I'm in Midrand, I stay with Hulo, with Pepper, and like Dando, the photographer, is Pepper's brother.
Okay.
There's also a producer, Chrysler. So like the most important person there is like Pepper, because he's been through like a lot of the things.
Okay.
So especially with like Mntase and stuff like that, it tells me, good, nah, dog, you can't be letting girls pull up to the shows and like now you're holding hands at the show.
People be like, hey,
like what happens if like you're in the car and you're like fights in the car and then now you're mad and now you can't perform? You know what I mean? So it's like a hectic one, but he's like, yeah, I know. Maybe relax with this one a bit and then you see it after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, at first like I was like, dog. But like, this is what I want to do.
You a cock block, nigga. Come on.
But then like, time went by, like I started understanding it's nice, like, you at work, like not when they like whatever work they doing, you're not there all the time, like just like always with them and stuff like that. So and even with the guys and stuff like that, like with features, you used to be like, nah, dog, you don't have to go. You have to actually go to the studio. There's internet. You can just send a song, do it, and then give it back to them or whatever. Or if you don't want to do it, just be like, I don't want to do it. Don't ever like feel obligated to do something just because someone is at a high level, or like. If you don't like the song, you don't like the song. You know?
Yeah.
So it's that type of vibe. He's the one that gives me like most of the advice, like those little, tips, that little game to be like, nah, you're safe out here. You're not gonna get into anything weird.
Pepper's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, that's good. And so with regards to the A&Ring with Pepper, how involved is he with the project? So
me and Pepper connect because like he's about like like hits, and I'm also about like making like banger songs.
Yeah.
So like even before I came to Jersey, like I used to be like, if the song is hot, you don't have to wait. Especially if you don't have a plan, you don't have a team. It's like, why would you wait to drop it? Just let the people hear it, and then like maybe afterwards, if some plan comes up, then you do something. That's the same thing with Pepper. Like if it's hot, do the video now, shoot the thing. You know what I'm saying? Drop it, let it go out, and let the streets decide. They could see how far it goes and whatever. So yeah, like with Hold, it was like that. Like when I recorded and I made him listen, he's like, dog, you need to shoot this thing and it needs to go out quick. So that's why it came out before like the album. Say Like Cake is also one of those songs where it's like, nah, this one's crazy. It's gonna rock the street. So like he's that type of guy. Like if Pepper says it's a hit, then I know that I know.
Yeah.
This is the one. But also I don't make whack songs.
Disclaimer. Lucas on Big Time says something like almost slept on the streets. I mean yourself, Nasty, even him too, and by the way, I know this one. Yeah, big raps, big slap, big name, lean spills, I got a big stain, 10 toes. That's why it's yours. Wait, big raps, big slap, big name, lean spills, I got a big stain, 10 toes, I never...
Niggas lame, really playing big games.
Let's go.
Andale, double up double. You think you hot, but you stuck in a bubble. Talk about drippers, you just a little puddle. Man, fuck what you talking, I'm back on my bullshit. Nigga, yeah, I'm in the building. That my day, yeah. That only mean that's when I come in on gonna be a hit. Yes.
I was saying, Lucas is on this joint, you got yourself, you got and then you got Nasty, and there's this golden thread of you guys arriving in Joburg, First day, do you guys call each other when you get to Joburg? I mean, and you go, okay, now I'm saying for you. I mean, how do you counsel each other when you're going through, and do you guys do this for each other?
I don't know, not really. We all in like on our own wave. I like to tell the truth. Like it's never been a thing of like, oh no, we brothers now, let's just do this thing together. It's never been like that. It's always been like with me and Nasty, like I saw him when he was in Durban. Like I literally sneaked into one of the rehearsals he was doing for for Iverson tour. And
Oh,
like,
real? Is that
yeah,
early? That late?
yeah, like in when was it? 2019, I think. When
Yeah.
he was doing that. They didn't really know me back then. I was just with my guys, and we're like, "Are we gonna crash this thing? We're gonna go meet this guy."
Yeah.
So then over there, that's the first time I saw him, and then I was like, I wanted to greet and everything, but then I looked at the situation. I was like, nah, let me not do this. You know what I mean? Let me work towards like getting to a place where it's like, okay, now we're cool. Now I can just like go to him and speak about whatever. So that was one of the goals, and I was glad to like get to that point, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get to that whatever. So it was dope to have that thing full circle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So when you meet up with them for the first, when you guys are like now speaking on them the way you wanted to, where is that?
It was when he was doing the Zulu Madness and Power tour here in Josie, at like one of the clubs. So like he had me and Lucas on the lineup for that thing, and by then we had already dropped Big Time Slap. There was a lot going on. It was actually the early days, so last year, like around November. So yeah, we went there, and like he was like, "Yo, dog, I'm so proud to see like another guy from Durban doing that thing." Like, you know what I mean? He's giving me advice. So it's okay. Like right now, you're at this point, so you have to like move like this and stuff like that. But if I ever need something, like I can hit him up and be like, "Yo, this is what's going on." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I've never done that though. I don't think I've been in a situation where it's like, oh shit, I need to hit up Nasty C. No, nah, never that. I don't think so. It's always been like Pepper or like Leo, like my best friend from Durban. I always tell him what's going on, but it's never been, cause like we're still basically like strangers. It's not like we chill together all the time. I linked up with him a few times after that, like at some other shows, you know what I'm saying? We chill some more and whatever, so we're cool, but then, yeah, it's never been like, it's like a three-way thing now where it's like me, Lucas, and Nasty, we chill together.
There's a Devin group. It's a Devin, the group, WhatsApp group.
Yeah, nah, it's not like that. The good that song is chilly, we're just working at our own pace. And yeah, it's dope to see that, actually.
But I mean, of course, I mean, like my question is that Lucas's work ethic is also incredible, you know. Your work ethic, Nasty's work ethic. When you look at your peers, and I'm talking about like Joburg cats, do you sometimes feel that they don't really want it like you guys?
I mean, maybe they do, but then sometimes I feel like they don't understand like the work that goes into it. You know what I mean? Like being in the studio like every day or making a song a day is like a big deal for me. It's like you building, like you training, basically training your voice, you're training your mind. You see, this is like you're basically bettering yourself. So like if someone can't do that, it's like, then what are you doing? Like, aren't you planning on getting better? You know what I mean?
Do you think that music even matters though with a lot of these cats? Do you think it's really, and not to like, you know, you think it's really about like how it's gonna look, how I'm gonna look, the cloud, how important, because that's the thing, you know, I love the fact that you said on David, you're like, yo, you know, how many layers are there, you know, y'all don't even understand that, you know, people literally just wanna go, I know secret, and then you want him to put it on an app, but this is the DJ, but because I'm too lazy to build the layer thing and just really try make this shit musical, you know. Do you think it even matters, or it's just like the trend or the clout, or just like to fit in, you know what I mean?
I think that's a dope thing with like working alone, because like you're trying to make like a song for you, like where you feel comfortable. Mind you, if there's like a lot of people in the studio, can't be trying to impress them. So like you're not gonna really go all the way like in your head. You say, nah, this is what I wanted to hear. You're gonna do something that the producer's like, oh, dog, can you put a yeah here, and then like we copy it, and it's like maybe just doing that for them. You know what I mean? So that's the dope thing about working alone. But like,
maybe these niggas don't want to even work alone because record. Do you know what I mean? Some kids, that's probably what it is. If they know homies. Netflix and chill, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
So even the session is for the homies, you know?
Yeah, I mean the game has changed. Like it's a lot about like what you post and what you're doing every day and stuff like that. It's like it's very disconnected from like the music. these days. I think that's why like I found like my own space within the game, because like even when I came in, I wasn't about like, you know, posting dope pictures or whatever. It is always posting dope snippets of my music, posting, you know, rooting and Zan in terms of music, just music the whole time. And then just like the whole fashion thing and all the other stuff came like after as a result of people recognizing rooting and Zan with the music. So yeah, even in person, people see me, it's not like the first thing is like the music. It's like, nah, you're going crazy with like the songs. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really what I love about what you're doing. But you know, I'm gonna give you props for the music, but here's a song that I felt like was like, I don't know whether this song was planned for this album. It felt like, you know, y'all just like said, no, pana, let's just flex. Stepping is the song for me that was like, no, I don't think you were fully there. I don't know. Tell me about Stepping.
Stepping, it came out of one of the sessions with Sally. Every time I had a session with Sally, we make like a lot of songs. And that was just one of those songs. Like basically Stepping and Gas and Uppity are all like in like the same breath, basically.
Yeah.
Oguti, like, there's a sound that I'm trying to like put out like a crazy, you know what I'm saying, 808s going crazy, farts, flows, you know what I'm saying, it's different pockets, you know what I'm saying, that people haven't really heard. It's a sound I'm trying to push. So yeah, it's just one of those songs. Oguti, now it's a flex basically. Oguti, this is what I can do and not a lot of people can do it like how I do it.
Definitely. I mean, initially when I heard Stepping, I was like, nah, this doesn't work. And then I was like, okay, you know, if this was just like a throwaway track or a track that like you put on the side, like you go, it's dope.
Yeah.
But like with how with how the rest of the album is constructed musically and the work that's been put in there, I could hear the work. Even I could hear you guys. There was just flex there.
Yeah.
It was just a flexing joint.
It's in and out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, that's basically like it's.
Am I right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But then it's the same thing with Uppity and Gas. It's like those songs where it's like you hear the beat and you're like, no, let's go crazy on this thing.
Yeah.
And let's make sure when people hear it, they're like, whoa.
But like Uppity and Gas, for me, are done right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? You know? So I mean, I never wanted to come here and be like, you know, you'd be like, yo, you said every song is dope, this nigga was sucking my dick, man. You know what I mean? I had to just say, yo, Stepping though, nah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get you.
What's the hardest bar? And Uppity made me like say this, you know, niggas scary like a haunted house, but in person quiet like a little mouse. My niggas really put it in your house. My niggas really pull up in your house. Niggas don't care about your spouse. I mean, what's the hardest bars that you've heard and like that have stayed in your memory and you said, damn.
Like, not my bar.
Not your bars.
Dog, there's this Ab-Soul song with Mac Miller. It's called, I don't know why I forget these things, but it's like,
you know what? When you're on your way to being a superstar, you don't remember things that
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. You really
when you're a superstar, you remember your own shit. Even Lil Wayne says that he doesn't know other people's shit.
Exactly.
You're on your way to being a superstar. Like everything you know, you have to tell. Like, nah, who's Ab-Soul anyway? Who's that nigga?
So Ab-Soul starts off as like, check. My flow was unknown to man yet, damn it. Still running around like an annual banquet. Made a withdrawal with your broad, she left the banquet. Rubber like a condom, contemplating dangerous sex. I'm unimpressed with your talent skills, still appeal on my maestro on a mic though. I'm almost ill as Camille, for real. Ain't never running from nothing. If it's a treadmills, name another movement making time stand still. High power to the third degree. Murder, we emerged and it was an emergency. It's closed curtains for you worthless earthlings. Hurting cause I rise like Mercury in the burning street. What on the street, solo then done it again. Look at me, we used to match a dove sack of my friends. And he goes, now we smoking by the O, like the letters P and N. And I have to start watching CNN for you to CNN. Bro, that shit was like... All right, this is how it's supposed to be done, dog. Like when you listen to it, you're like, yo, I have to go back and listen to this nigga like a few more times before I understand what's really going on. And that's that. And that's the stuff. That's this type of like mindset I'm trying to push. You can see like, although like the song is crazy and things are going on, where it's more about the flow and the beat, but like let's listen to the lyrics more and hear what people are actually saying.
Yeah, and you've got that in pocket. Like so I say, melody, lyrics, it's just tight. You know what I mean? You like there's not a lot of people that can do what you're doing. And like I said, I literally like listen to your stuff and I go, let me try do it.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? You know, I mean, I'm an MC. You know what I mean? So like, if you don't try, I ain't gonna do it because I want to battle you. It's just that it's just in your head. You know, this is how you kind of learn to rap. You're like, I think I can go. I'm like, but maybe I need to be in a session with this nigga, be in his energy, and then put on my shit and go, yo, let's go. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's dope. You know what I mean? That's really like for me. I think this album, this project, is gonna be very important this year. You know, in the game. And I initially said, you know, your audience is gonna love this. But I think that anyone else that goes out and takes the time to listen to it, because like people will say, yeah, it's the one Marangis or go to team. But if people go and listen, it's going to hit them even harder.
For sure. I appreciate that.
Yo, B, shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming through and just like blessing us, you know, and good luck. What are we saying to Mama now?
I was saying, Mama, yung kintilong
Mama, go crying.
Go crying by my side. Yo, it's crazy because she always calls me and she's like, Kanti na, pumuli, she's going on my interview. And it's like, no, we're working now. It's like the train is moving now. So go right. So, yeah.
Are you raised by your moms only or you both parents?
Nah, both parents.
Okay.
Yeah, but like even in the family, they always say good to you. Like I'm her favorite child because I'm the middle child, and I always decided to do things like to the left and stuff like that. So like,
what do your other the brother sister?
Yeah.
What do they do?
I have an older brother that works in like the medical space, like a PA.
Oh, okay.
Then my youngest sister just moved to Pretoria. Actually, she's at UP studying law.
Damn. You
know what I mean?
You gotta make this rap shit work.
I gotta make it work.
You gotta make this rap shit work.
For sure.
But clearly you got some smart genes though. That's why you learn quick to rap, swag, like, you know, the drip, everything.
For sure.
Even the lyrics to your shit that like are your favorite rhymes is like there's some smart shit. Absol is a smart rapper.
Absol is crazy.
He's a smart rapper. You know, sometimes now I'm saying it, yo, bruh, nigga, this guy wait, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. Yo, B, that's crazy. Shout out, man. You know, we happy. We want to see more work. And keep pushing. And like I said, remember all the things that you're doing, they what every other like researcher, insights person, writer does. Don't stop testing that market. You believe that you're connecting with your market, but you're actually testing what's right, what's wrong, you know?
Sure.
And you're gonna get a lot of energy you're gonna get a lot of why him energy, you know?
For sure.
I'm sure you're already getting that energy.
Yeah.
You know? You're gonna get a lot of why him energy. And one thing when you get that why him energy, which is gonna come through hating, through whatever the case be, you just gotta always remember what you did to get here. Never let the why hims literally all they did to get to why him and to hate is to just like have data and jump. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Straight. The why him niggas, the guys who have opinions about it, those guys, all they did is just do what God gave them a mouth. God gave us the equal thing, a mouth. He gave us a mouth, and then maybe they got data or fiber. They're probably even using free data somewhere. So whenever you get all those things, you gotta check the credibility of the people that are talking and see what they've done. And it's gonna be very important for you to always remember that. You're gonna need to be able to discern between constructive criticism, because you're also gonna need a lot of that, because you're gonna grow and you're gonna be a superstar. And there are gonna be some people who are gonna be saying some things that you need to hear, but they're gonna be speaking amongst like thousands of people who saying things that you shouldn't be hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
So you gotta always like check people's credibility when they speak to you, because where you're going, there's gonna be a lot of voices, and you need to pick up the right voices. Plus, you know, you got a good foundation from what it seems like, you know, from your fam.
Yeah.
So and like cats like Pepper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Nandi,
for sure.
you know what I mean? So keep your ears open, you know, and don't forget the prize. The prize is the world. You know?
I got you.
You know,
Thank
and we
you so
coming
much.
here putting your head straight now. But so dope, so
Nah,
so
this
you know.
is-
So
is
you ain't
the
putting it
one.
on the side no more. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah, nah, I got you. Thank you so much, man.
Blxckie,
Thank you.
we out here. Boom. Get the album.
B4Now, 21 May, going crazy. The greatest.